Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Addison with Murphy Crochets. This video is going to be all things Maple Leaf Festival. Today is Friday the 17th and I am going to be setting up everything tonight, which by that I mean my tent and my tables, because it's supposed to rain tonight from like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Setup starts at 6 p.m. so I'm hoping I can just get my tables, my tent, and everything else under the tent. Yeah. Get the tables and everything under the tent, drop it low, secure it down with my weights, and then that way tomorrow morning when I walk down there, I'll be able to just lift the tent and start setting up plushies. Hopefully everything will be fine with the rain. I have done this before with the rain and stuff, so I'm not terribly concerned about it, but I am super excited for the festival. My sisters are going to be with me again this year, so let's get into the video. Okay guys, it is so windy out. It's like, I think it said 15 miles an hour wind with like 25 gusts or something. I don't know. Anyways, I've got my van open and I'm about to start moving everything over so that I can get it packed, but I'm just exhausted. I'm just ready for this weekend to be over because I just know it's gonna be so draining, but that is okay. We will get through this. Here's what we're doing so far. Got the kids out in their little play yard and the dogs chilling. All right, so it doesn't matter what I do with my hair, it just keeps falling out, which is fine, but whatever. I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of how I packed the van because I still have to fit me, my husband, and my kids in here tonight. I'll be unloading it here in a few hours, well, like 6 hours. But until then, this is how it's gotta go. So in here where the car seats are, I've got 2 inventory bags here, and then the other 2 are under the other car seat. And then here, you can see the tent is shoved up in the middle. Walk around. And we've got my 3 totes, 4 if you count the tiny one. There's the tent, chairs, some display stuff, toolbox, the weights, the other ones right there. All my tables, and then up here in the front seat, I put this bag that's got my tablecloths, my money, all the things that are going to be like coming home with me or like just didn't have a spot, like the tablecloths, because I had to wash those. But I'm going to put this on the floor of the passenger seat, and then I think that will be it for right now. Okay guys, I just finished setting up. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek in here at what it looks like. We're supposed to get some hail tonight and some storms till about 2 in the morning. You can't see much in here, but I set up all the tables. I've got this big plastic covering everything, which is under there, and then I've got some things under the table itself. We're running over to the Chamber of Commerce right now. That black tent right there, that's mine. And then we are going to have dinner, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. I'm here with my sisters, and we are currently setting up. It's like 8:20. So we've got 40 minutes until it starts and we are getting set up. We are mostly set up. We've got the dragon heads. I'm just gonna give you guys a little tour. We're gonna be finishing up here in just a minute. But here's my little Halloween section. I've got my plants, keychains, some turtles, some bigger things here. We've got the rack with some miscellaneous small things. Of course, can't forget the things that are hanging. Down here, we've got some more. Oh, lots of stuff, lots and lots of stuff. It is currently about 9:30. We have made 5 or 6 sales. I sold my Snoopy and a pumpkin. That was the first thing to go. My cute little maple leaf that had the variegated colors went. And I sold a couple mystery boxes, a themed turtle, and a little dog. Okay guys, it is currently 3:40. Yes, and we have been doing so well. I have not been able to sit down, it feels like.
We saw some gorgeous biceps today.
Mackenzie. And yes, we're doing so well. Let me show you guys the booth from my angle. we have run out of multiple bins and had to switch them, which actually, guys, we need to switch.
The burgers are out.
Yep. We need to switch that one. But we have been doing so well. I've been restocking. My sisters and I have been restocking as everything sells. We moved the snugglers up just so people could see them a little bit better. All the turtles that were here sold, and most of the voodoo dolls sold. Most everything up here sold, and we've just been like replacing things as we go. All my Maple Leaves have sold. But yes, we've just been doing so well, and it's just been such a great day, and the weather has been absolutely perfect. Okay, my hair is looking all sorts of crazy, but it is now 4:20, and I have consistently been selling well, but I wanted to say, I just had to put my long sleeve back on because the temperature just dropped like 10 degrees in like 5 seconds, and I'm thinking it might rain. This is what the sky looks like, so. It is now 5:30. I'm so tired, so hungry, and it has started to like just completely slow down. It's probably been about 10 minutes since we had our last sale, maybe more, I'm not sure, but I'm just exhausted. It is 6:30. I just got home. Oh my goodness, I am so tired. I did just eat, but I think my husband said he got me some food, but he said that after I ate. So we'll see if I am still hungry when he comes home with the food. But I am just so drained. But I'm so ready for tomorrow. We did really well today. Oh my gosh, guys, it is too early for this. I woke up at 5:30. And as soon as I got on my phone, the first message I see is from random person on Facebook. Not a random person, but I wasn't friends with them on Facebook, and I didn't really know who it was. And it says, "Hey there, I'm your neighbor at the Maple Leaf Festival. Your tent came down last night," and something else. And I was already asleep when this message was sent to me. And I'm like freaking out. My husband's already went into work. I have nobody here for the next 2 hours for me to go and set up within like 45 minutes. And my neighbor put my tent back up, and she said some of the walls might come off because of the Velcro, whatever. I guess it was super windy last night. But I told her, I'm like, I have done events with like heavy winds, like bad winds, and my tent hasn't budged. Like, the fact that it came down last night, like, what even was the wind? Because that is insane. I saw on my Facebook last night that somebody's tent came down, and I guess they were selling something that was glass, and glass got everywhere. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe how strong these winds were last night, because my weights are good. My tent is not as good, but my weights are good. So I don't know, I'm just like completely shocked. My husband, I called him, I'm like crying, I'm freaking out, and I'm like, hey, I like, can you go look, because I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. And he did. He called me back, and he was like, hey, your tent looks okay. It just looks like it got moved a little bit. Like, none of your stuff looks like it's off, whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, thank God, because like, what would I have done? I don't know. And I asked him, I was like, is any of my stuff like blowing around the town? He's like, I don't think so. So praise the Lord. Praise the Lord for that, because it allowed me to breathe this morning. I have been freaking out. I'm about to do my hair. I'll check in with you guys here in a little bit. It's before 6 a.m. still, and I'm just like, I'm sure you can hear it in my voice too. I sound like a man right now. So it's getting close to 7, and I just finished my hair. I have this little braid on the side. I don't even know if you can see it, but it's like under some of my hair. I think it's cute. We crimped it today instead of curled it, so there. It's cute. Anyways, I just heard back from my mom, and she said, oh wow, like, I'm gonna get there as soon as I can. I just woke up, whatever. So she's coming as soon as she can, thankfully. My husband did say everything looked okay. Nothing was too crazy. It shouldn't be anything, but nothing crazy. My tent didn't go across the street and not get set back up, and my plushies aren't scattered around the town, so that's a plus. Anyways, I'm gonna try to get some cleaning done because I did not do a single thing yesterday. My mom looked so beat when she left my house from having my kids, and I felt so bad. I'm like, I'm so sorry that you have to deal with my crazy toddlers, because they really are. They're crazy. They're sweet boys, but they're crazy. Oh my gosh, guys, it is 7:56 and my mom just got to my house, which is fine. My sisters are on their way, and I am so anxious to see what my tent looks like. From what my husband said, I'm sure it'll be okay. But, oh look, there's my sisters now. See you guys in a few minutes. But I am going to check and hopefully get everything set up so that it's fine. I'll check in with you guys when I see my tent. I just got to my tent. It is about a foot, maybe a foot and a half back from where it was yesterday. I know my vendor neighbor had moved it, like she set my tent back up after it flew. And I'm looking inside and everything looks okay. It looks about how we had it last night. So, I mean, a couple things are tipped and whatnot, but overall, I'd say pretty okay. Okay guys, so I misread my neighbor's message. She said her tent went down. It took the legs out. My tent was okay. She said the only thing was that my walls were coming off. She was just letting me know. They're not coming back today, so I did change up my layout a little bit. So let me show you what that's looking like. We are still in the process of moving it, but I moved some animals over here with the dragon heads, and we made this little L shape just to take up a little space here. That way there's more walking space. We've got more space here in the back, and then I put the bins over here on the outside. So that's what we're working with, and obviously we're gonna fix some of this stuff. All right guys, I am currently at the booth by myself. We are waiting on my sisters to get back. I actually just sent them to go walk around. I was walking around for quite a bit of the morning with my husband and my kiddos while my sisters manned the booth. So it's been a good day so far. And it's close to noon, so I'm gonna show you guys what the booth is looking like. Here is what we've got. I did sell my big skeleton that was hanging here. And we've got a few other things there. And here's the bins. Okay guys, it is 2:30 and we've got 2.5 more hours left. I'm gonna show you what the booth is looking like. Here's the bins we sold out of the alligators. The hippos and the ants are the ones we haven't sold as much of compared to everything else. But here is everything. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay guys, it is 5 o'clock. Let me show you what we ended up with. So we made one more sale of the dragon heads, and I am gonna tell you guys that story because it is so funny. So basically there was a guy walking by and he had already passed my booth, and my sister goes, "Hey, you want a dragon head?" And he came back, he's looking at them, we're talking to him, making jokes with him, and he ended up buying it. It was really funny. So yeah, this is everything that we ended up with. Okay guys, I am walking home now. I am so happy. This event was so good. It's my favorite. My sisters are finishing, like, condensing everything for me. We got everything taken down, and I'm walking home to go grab my van so that we can pack everything up and get it home. I'll run through everything that's sold with you guys here shortly. Okay guys, I'm in my kitchen and I want to show you the things that I got at the festival today. I wish I would have grabbed cards from all the businesses, but I got this because we got one from them last year that said sheriff here, but since my husband switched agencies, it's police now. I got some jewelry. I'm gonna flip the camera around to show you. So I got this ring. My sister's got the same one, but their pearl is just a tiny bit bigger, but this one is so cute. And then I got this bracelet. And it's tiger's eye, and then it's got this one like purple gem that's really pretty. Love how that one looks. And then you have this like mixed stone one, which is just really, really pretty. And these two actually look really great together. Here they are on the one you saw me wearing earlier. Snagged this bucket hat. Love it so much. Also, these are all clean dishes. Please just ignore. Also, at the event, I got some caramel apples. I think ended up spending like $20 on caramel apples because they sliced the apples and put the warm caramel over top of it. So good. And then from this business, I tell you what, I wish I would have got their card, but they gave me this bag because when I went up to them, I was like, do you guys have the orange and green bag? I'll put a picture of it here. Because I had a couple people come to my booth with it, and I just like pestered them. I was like, where did you get it? And I asked one of them if I could take pictures of it because I loved it. And so when I bought the t-shirts, they gave me this one because they felt bad because I wanted it so bad. So then my husband and I usually get matching shirts, but they were out of my size and the one he got, and his size and the one I got. So we got shirts that just look cute together. This is like pretty sage green that says Maple Leaf. So pretty. We get a shirt from them every year. So this is my 3rd Maple Leaf Festival shirt, and they're my favorite. So I can't complain. And then this is the one he got. They're so cute together, but we usually get matching ones. So this is the first year we did not. I absolutely love everything I got. The vendors there were so amazing, and I made out really well at the event. I counted up how much money I made. I sold about 2/3 of what I brought, so I'd say it was pretty successful. I'll go through that with you guys here in a minute. Also guys, it's the next morning. I completely forgot to show you. I got some honey candies from a bee farmer. I'm super excited to try them. And then I got one of these a couple years ago, but it ended up getting knocked off my wall and it broke these side things. It's olive wood and it's made in Jerusalem. Okay guys, here's the deal. It is time to go through everything that sold for me. I also wanted to show you guys, so this is the 100 envelope saving challenge book, and I have only filled this. This is like cash I've gotten like at Christmas, I'll throw in here, or the majority of this is from markets. Any cash I get from markets goes straight to here. So I want to show you guys, I'm very, very close to finishing it. And after I add some of the cash from this past event, I will have finished it. So that's exciting. But first, we're going to go through all of the items that sold. I'm going to start the ones that were best sellers, sold out early on the first day, and we're gonna go from there. After going through everything, the best sellers, I'm talking stuff that completely sold out on Saturday morning. Burgers. I had 6 burgers sold out at $10 a piece. The Dachshunds, the little wiener dogs, had 3 of them sold out at $15 a piece. The Demogorgons, I had 2 of them sold out at $16 a piece. Had 2 Grinches sold out at $12 a piece. I had 6 horror dolls sold out at $12 a piece. And mind you, I know some of these have like small numbers, but they sold out so fast that I think had I had more, they still would have sold well. So that's why I'm including the ones that have 2 and 3. Mystery boxes and bags. I had 15 bags and 11 mystery boxes. So what is that? 26 mystery things total. Completely sold out of mystery boxes early on day 1, and ended up having only 2 mystery bags left by the end of Saturday. And then I sold the last 2 on Sunday. So I sold all 26 mystery items this weekend. I had some little small realistic octos. I had 12 of them sold for $8, and those, I had 5 hanging plants, and those sold out real fast on Saturday, and I sold those at $18 a piece. My possums, I had 12 of, I sold for $12, and those sold out super fast. 12 rat charms for $12, also sold out super fast. How many times am I gonna say that? And then we got Tank the Turtle, which is always a bestseller for me. I had 9 of them for $12 a piece. I had the Sheldon turtles. I had them themed, specifically themed. So I had burger, strawberry, blueberry, ice cream, and some others too. I had 6 of them total, and those sold out at $22 a piece. I had voodoo dolls. I sold 5 of them quickly, and then 1 of them went on the last day, but ended up selling all 6. So those are my best sellers. And I do have some other stuff that sold extremely well also. These didn't sell out, but I had a insane amount of them. So my little mini makes patterns, I sell those for $10 a piece. And I had over 60 of them, and I sold over 40. So those did really, really well. And I've got a whole bunch of different patterns in that like collection. They're just like this big. They're so cute. They're so fast. On to everything else that sold. I had an acorn lovey for $40. 2 of my Alfred the Ant sell for $12. I'm showing 10 of my small alligators that sold for $10. However, I have no more of them. I brought a dozen. So either we missed it or they got snagged. I'm thinking we probably missed it. A couple times throughout the festival, myself or my sisters would walk around and it left just one of us in the booth or 2 of us in the booth at a time. And at that point, especially when there's only one of us, it's hard to keep track if there's like a swarm of people because it comes in waves. It's like you get 6 people in a row and then you get none for a couple minutes and then it's like, so yeah, anyways, I had 4 axolotls. I had 4 axolotls. They're about this big, $20 a piece. Those are some that I've had for probably 2 years, 2.5 years. And I finally got rid of them, sold all 4 of them. I had a small axolotl. I only had 1 of them, sold for $14. I had a brown bear. I have had that one for over 2 years. And I crocheted a rainbow bucket hat for it for this market, and it sold for $55. My small patchling bear, it was like this big. It was like brown and green, like very mint chip-y. Sold for $28. My pumpkin bear sold for $28. Both of those are Stitches by Bethy's patterns. 2 sitting bees for $14 that sold. And I had 5 of the small bees sell. I had 1 betta fish that sold, 1 bison that sold, 2 little buglings that sold, 1 bunny in overalls. Oh gosh, I'm not saying prices. Betta for $15, bison for $35, buglings for $15, bunny in overalls for $35. I already said the burger. Then we did 1 chameleon for $14, 2 of my chunky mushrooms for $15, 1 realistic clownfish for $14, 1 coffee cup for $22, 2 cow bodies that for $25 each, a longhorn cow for $32, a cow lovey for $40, a rainbow cow for $32, 1 laying dino for $58, 1 ice cream dog for $45, 3 dolphins for $15 each, 2 dragon heads for $90 each, 6 ducks and frog hats, which is sold out. Actually, those were also one of my best sellers. Forgot that in the first one because we forgot to highlight it at the event. That's on me. For $12 a piece. 1 floppy earth for $55. 1 jumbo elephant for $65, which I originally had at $80 but marked it down because it's one I wanted to get rid of. I've had it for a while. 1 ferret for $28. 1 mini ferret for $24. 1 Finding Nemo set for $100, which is marked down quite a bit. I originally had it for $150. It's the big stingray with all the characters on it, but we marked her down. We wanted to get rid of her and she went to a good home. He went to a good home. They went to a good home. Sometimes I need to stop talking. 4 fish for $10. 3 butterfly fish for $12. 2 flip fish for $15, 1 football for $8, 1 fox for $35. And then I did sell out of my frog bag charms. I ended up selling out the last 2 on Sunday because I sold the first 4 on Saturday. And those are the ones in overalls that have their hands like this. We did one sitting frog with the cute frog eyes for $20. We did 4 lily pad frogs for $18. 14 out of 18 ghosts for $10. And then all the white ones went on Saturday. Those were definitely bestseller. The pink ones didn't go as well. I sold one of my slightly bigger pink ghosts. 1 giraffe for $32. 1 gingerbread man for $18. 2 goblins for $25 each. 1 goldfish for $20. 1 shelf goose for $38. That sold first thing Saturday morning. I already did the Grinches. We sold 1 hermit crab for $18. 3 hippo babies for $12 a piece. 1 hippo lovey for $40. 1 hippo for $35. We did the horror dolls. 2 iguanas for $45. 1 jellyfish for $30. 1 kangaroo for $60. 5 keychains for $10 a piece. 2 out of 3 leprechauns for $35. 4 out of 12 lobsters for $14. 1 manatee for $25. 1 big manatee with moss on it for $58. 3 maple leaves for $25, and those did sell out. 1 moose for $40. 1 mouse for $25. 1 cookie mouse for $35. 1 Miss Rachel for $45. 1 little Nessie for $20. 1 mini Anchor the Octopus for $48. 1 bubble octopus for $12. Peanut for $22. All 3 of my pencils sold for $16. We did 7 out of 10 pigs for $10. I gave my sisters my little pistachios. I did a platypus for $35. A puffer fish for $15. 2 raccoon pops for $18. 1 rhino for $40. I was so sad that I didn't sell any of my robots. Oh, and we did another rhino for $35. Anyways, I was so sad I didn't sell any of my robots because they were so cute and I really thought people were gonna love them. And they didn't even see them. They didn't get the attention they deserved. 1 rocket ship for $16. I gave my sister a little rubber ducky. 2 out of 5 seahorses for $10. 2 seals for $28. 2 sea stars for $10 each. Oh my gosh, we're on the last page now. My big sea turtle for $100, and I do want to make another one of those. 2 mini sharks for $10 a piece. 1 sitting sheep for $40. Snoopy and a pumpkin for $45, and that was my very first sale on Saturday morning. My skeleton for $60. 2 of my little spooky squad guys for $30. 4 out of 9 of my little stegosauruses for $12. 1 toothless for $48. 3 out of 6 small traffic cones for $12. 1 tree frog for $25. 3. All 3 of my triceratops sold for $12. All 3 of my turtles in a jar sold for $12. 1 turtle lovey for $25. I had 2 tofu turtles left for $16 each, and those both sold this time. Those are some I've had for a couple years as well. 4 out of 14 whales for $8. I think those would have sold a little better if I had them out on Saturday though. I had 1 witch for $40 that sold. 4 out of 11 of my keychain wristlets that sold for $15. A zebra lovey for $45, and then a rainbow zebra for $32. So, as you can tell, we sold quite a bit. It was about 2/3 of what I brought. I am very, very thrilled with the event. This is the best event that I do. I do 2 events a year. I'm just doing those right now, and I'm loving it. Anyways, I am going to take some cash, finish my envelope challenge book, and then we might start a new one because I actually have another one of these that's pink that I can start as soon as this one's done. So we'll see how much cash I have left over after I save some back for the next festival and I fill the sky. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this year's Maple Leaf Festival video. in total, I made around $5,000-ish. So, and that's after the booth fee and taxes and what I paid my sisters. So, well, that doesn't include yarn stuff either, but anyways, yes, that's what I made. That's probably the number you guys wanted to know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this year's Maple Leaf Festival video. I cannot wait to do another one of these videos for you guys at my next event. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be coming out with some new videos, hopefully. And make sure you click the bell notification to be notified whenever I post. And we will see you guys in the next video.